Hi guys, welcome back to Wednesday on Waxing On. And this week we've been looking at unusual recordings, let's say. Recordings by people that you wouldn't really expect to find on disc. Monday was Jack Webb. Today we're looking at a box office superstar who made a venture into the recording business. Not the first time they've done this. I mean, Scarlett Johansson has done it. Zooey Deschanel did it with her group She and Him. One of my favorites, Russell Crowe, put out a couple of great albums. And this artist. This was back in the 1980s. And we are talking about Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis put a couple of albums out on the tail of his moonlighting career. And this is where he really broke out and really gave him a lot of opportunities. He actually even recorded a Sam and Dave song, Good Lovin', for the soundtrack for Moonlighting. But as he went on, 1987, he released an album called The Return of Bruno. And I had this one on, I think it was on cassette. And unfortunately, they don't list a lot of information, so I don't know who was even playing on the album with him. But that was in 1987. 1989, he put out a second album called If It Don't Kill You, It Makes You Stronger. Now, these two albums have been combined in the CD I picked up, the Bruce Willis Universal Masters Collection. Now, if you look online, you might find the individual albums. If not, you'll probably find this one. And it's a lot of soul and R&B tunes, Bruce playing some harmonica on there as well. And really a chance to strut his stuff as the kind of character he was in Moonlighting, that kind of brash, full of confidence, just out there performing. A couple of songs that were hits. I mean, Under the Boardwalk, one of my favorites. Again, it was a very big hit. Respect Yourself. Down in Hollywood, Young Blood. Coming Right Up. We did his version of Secret Agent Man. Save the Last Dance for Me. So kind of a real mix that we've got in there. We got an Alan Toussaint's Fun Time, which I also had recorded by Joe Cocker. So again, a very popular tune. Flirting with Disaster. He even wrote a couple of tunes on here. Bruno's Bop and Blues for Mr. D. We've got a couple of Love Makes the World Go Round. Here Comes Trouble Again. Soul Shake, I'll Go Crazy, and an extended 12-inch version of Respect Yourself. I'd say probably Respect Yourself and Under the Boardwalk were the two biggest tunes from his recording career. Now, I don't know if he's done any recording since then. I just know of these two. But again, it was a chance to see a different side of Bruce Willis. And the times were right. Moonlighting was a big hit. He was everybody's favorite. He had lots of opportunity, and people were anxious to give him that chance to get out and do something different. And he pulled it off. I mean, it was a pretty good albums. Nice band. If only we knew who that was, would be interesting, because that's why I enjoy the album so much, because you get a lot more information on who's performing, who the sidemen are, because I do like to know who those people are that are supporting the performer. But very good. Chance to see Bruce Willis with hair back in those days. And I don't know if he does much performing now that he's moved on. He's certainly become a box office superstar. Maybe there's just not the time for it. But back here it was quite a little adventure. So that's day two. Day one we had Jack Webb. Day two we've got box office superstar Bruce Willis. And on Friday, we're looking at one of the iconic authors of our generation and recordings that he's done. So check back on Friday and see what we have for you. Everybody, until then, stay home, stay safe, and see you on Friday.